Hello, everybody, and welcome to Outside the Box, the podcast devoted to supporting Central PA small business. I'm your host, Derek Bicksler, and today I'm going to be talking about how to dominate local search, and I'm going to show you exactly how I went from 250 views per 28 days to over 5,000. I think I'm at like 5,500, hoping to get to 6K soon, and getting way more calls. In just a few months, I did that, and I'm going to show you how I did that. Like I said, I'm Derek Bicksler, realtor and digital marketing geek right here in Central PA. Today is a solo episode, no guest. So I decided to do Google My Business, which is my jam. And I've done an episode on this before. So it's pretty much a revisit to that. And maybe I'll add a few tidbits that I didn't last time. And since then, I have actually put it into action and gone from that, like I said, about 250 views per 28 days to 5.5K or so. I just looked at it and hope to be at 6K soon. So I'm going to show you how I did it. Like I said, I grew up on the Hill in Harrisburg, went to Mechanicsburg High School, went to Penn College of Technology for college. Been back here, had a few sales jobs before selling real estate 15 years ago. If you need to buy or sell a house, please contact me. You can text me, email me, throw a rock through my window, send a carrier pigeon, whatever you need to do. I'm kind of off of this intro right now because usually I have another person, a guest staring at me. But right now I'm just staring at myself. So reach out to me if you need to buy or sell a house. Subscribe to our email at support.centralpa.com to get networking mixer invites, episode announcements, and exclusive special offers, of which we will not have one, or maybe I will. I do Google optimization for people, so maybe I'll throw a special offer in there, but I didn't have one planned. But if you want to get all the exclusive special offers, go to supportcentralpa.com and you can sign up for our email there. Reminder to ask a question in the comments. If you have a question about anything I'm talking about, please put it in the comments. If I don't see it while I'm going through, I will come back and answer it later. Or if you just want to say hi, go ahead and say hi. And a reminder that all the replays are on YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, and soon on iTunes and Spotify and all those places as soon as I upload all the stuff. And now I will get into the content, how to dominate local search. Everybody local, and we want to support Central PA small business. So getting business locally instead of nationally is a big focus of ours here. So I'm going to show you exactly how to dominate local search and how I went from 250 views per month roughly to about 5.5K now and growing. So I am going to share my screen here with you guys, and I'm going to show you how to do it. So first, what is Google My Business? What is a Google My Business listing? So if you were to go to Google and search something, and you can see here, I already searched HVAC near me. So you'll see you'll have a few things at the top, and I'm not going to go into what that stuff is, but pretty close to the top, you're going to see the maps results or the Google My Business results, which are you're going to show all their reviews. So you see Daffler, shout out to Justin, who I know from my networking group. He's really good at his Google My Business. So you can see they got 323 reviews, 4.9. That's really stellar. And they spend a lot of time on that. And then some others there. And then if you click view all, you're going to see all the other ones. So the point is when people are searching for something local, HVAC near me, realtor near me, plumber near me, silk screeners near me, salon near me, barber near me, whatever, the Google Maps results are what everybody's going to see. It's like the yellow pages of 2021 and beyond. So you have to be on Google My Business. So that's what Google My Business is. If you don't have one, you can just go to Google, Google My Business, and then just sign up for it. It's pretty easy. I would recommend using whatever Gmail. If you use a certain Gmail that you use for your YouTube channel and all your Google stuff, use the same Gmail for the Google My Business with it. And once you create it, you can also make other people admins so they can work on it for you, but you still own it. So that's your Google My Business listing. I won't get into exactly how to create it, but you want to go in there, create it. It should be pretty easy to do. Why is it important? Obviously, I just said, when people are looking for something, where do they go? Everyone's going to Google. They're searching in what I want near me, and then Google shows the maps results instead of not the web pages, not the things that have ranked like the blue letters with the section of people that are trying to rank with their SEO above everybody else with blog posts and that kind of thing. It's not that. Now the Google My the Google My Business and the Google Maps results come way, way up at the top. And frankly, on my phone, if I'm searching for something, especially if I'm searching for a business, I go straight to the Google Maps app. I don't even go to my browser or to the regular Google search. I just go right to Google Maps. I pull up that business. I can get to their website there. I can message them there. I can get directions to their business there. I can see photos from their business there, which is all what we're going to be talking about. So super, super important to have your GMB, your Google My Business, all created and optimized. Otherwise, people can't find you. For the simple fact of, if you invite somebody to come see your office and they're looking for directions or your phone number or whatever, and they can't find you, it doesn't really help to be conducive to a good client-customer relationship there. So let's get into how do you do it. So once you've Googled Google My Business and you've created it, now what do you do? How do you go from that 0 views or like I had about 250 views per 28 days to that 5K, 5.5K views per month and actually getting calls? I love it when I get a call that says, call from Google, call from Google. Very, very awesome. So how do you do it? I'm going to show you how. First step. So we have 11 steps here. I don't know if I'm going to go through them itemized, all the 11 steps, but I will go through all the things, whether I go through them as this slide deck shows or not, I don't know. But there are 11 steps. And the first one is optimize all settings, business information, and profile and banner photos. So I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about, and maybe I'll make it a little bit bigger here so you guys can see better. And I've got mine open here to my dashboard. So you can see here, when you open your Google My Business, you're going to be on your main dashboard and you click your home button. And here on the home, you're going to see you can create a post, you can add a photo, you can do a whole bunch of things. A couple things to note here. You can see it went down 0.05 since yesterday. I got to get back up and share some photos or something. But on this homepage, you can see all your major stuff. You can see your main stats. You can get your link to ask for reviews. So you click that. It'll give you your reviews link, and this is what you send to people. Say, click this link, give me a review. Makes it really easy. They don't have to go onto Google and search for you. People will tell you that that's better for the algorithm. If people actually search for you, click on you and give a review, and it is better, but it's a very high barrier to entry to getting a review. So you want to make it as easy as possible for people to give you a review. So that's the link, and that's where you get it. Kind of off on a tangent there, and then shows your last post and some other stuff on this page. If you have any outstanding things to set up your page, which will happen when you first set it up, it'll be telling you at the top, you need to complete this step, you need to complete this step, this thing's not done. So that'll tell you all that on this page as well. So once you get here, you know the homepage, that's going to tell you all your major stuff. Your posts are going to show you all your latest posts. So a lot of people don't know this. If you remember Google Plus, which was kind of Google's stab at a social media platform, didn't go so well. So they disbanded it, or they got rid of it, and they merged it with Google My Business. And it might have been called Google Maps, or I forget what it was called before. But now the current existence of Google My Business is Google Plus kind of added into this Yellow Pages type maps results thing. So that's why they have posts. And you can share just like literally on Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook. When you're posting everywhere else, you can come on here and also click post. You can add a photo or a video. You can see I just took that picture not long ago in Negley Park, showing the skyline there. But you can post. You can have a link. So like in this one of last week's episode, there's a learn more. You could click it. Closed. So you can post just like you post everywhere else, and the algorithm's going to like it, and it's going to pull you up, and every little thing you do on Google gives you a little bit more juice when people are searching for something. So remember, you can post on there and on the app. It is easy also. When I'm cutting and pasting and just posting to all the platforms on my phone, I just use it right here on my phone. You can do it right there. Info. Now this is an important one. So you remember, this first tab says optimize all settings, business information, and profile and banner photos. So the info tab is the first major one, and you want to go through all these things. Make sure your name here is consistent with whatever you need it to be. If you have Instagram and all the other places, make sure it's kind of the same thing. Derek Bicksler, Realtor, I've got that the same everywhere. So I wanted to say the same thing here. Make sure your category is correct. And if you want to edit any of these, you can click the little pencil to edit. But make sure your category is correct. That's crucial, crucial, crucial. If people are searching for plumbers near me and you accidentally put general contractor instead of plumber as your business. And I've seen that many times. I've seen it a lot of times, or they only have one, and you can list about 3 or 4 here, I think, as main categories. So make sure your main category is what you are, and definitely says what you do. Otherwise, you will not show up when people are looking for that thing. So crucial ones: your name and what you do. Obviously, you're going to have your address there. If you don't have a physical address, I think you can choose later not to have it show up if you're trying not to have people come to your business, but you do need to have a physical address also for verification purposes. Service areas, obviously also crucial. You want to make sure if you service Harrisburg, make sure you do Dauphin County, Cumberland County. You can do it by zip code. You can do it by city. You can do it by township, maybe by county. I prefer to do it by county. I don't think there's a radius thing, but you just have to kind of type in Dauphin County, then select it, Cumberland County, select it, and all that kind of stuff. So make sure your service areas are correct. Hours, make sure your hours are correct. More hours. I don't have any more hours, but if you had, Monday through Friday were certain hours, and then more hours, you might put weekend is different or something like that. Although you could denote it in the top part, but more hours, special hours, kind of the same thing there. Use those to customize different things, or holiday hours, maybe under special hours. Make sure your phone number is correct. Your little thing here. So this is your profile short name. So it's included in your link. Make sure you customize that and make sure it's consistent with all your other. I'm Agent Derek on Instagram. I'm Agent Derek on most all places that it's possible. So I made that consistent with that. Your website, make sure that's right. Appointment link. This is crucial. So in your Google My Business, when people search for you, there's a little extra notch on your Google My Business. It might even be like a colored check mark or something like that, but it says accepts online appointments, and you can click right there to then make an online appointment with that business. So again, you want to fill everything in and make sure you're doing all that. And I won't geek out too much on using appointment services and scheduling softwares, but there are links in the description. You can get Calendly, like you can see here, is the one I use. Acuity is another good one, but I prefer Calendly. And I love Calendly. If somebody else also has Calendly, if they send you their link to schedule, say, coffee with them, and you also have Calendly, the Calendlys will talk to each other, and it'll say, hey, these are the times that match up for both of you. So if everybody would just start using Calendly, that'd be really awesome. But it is awesome, and it syncs with your calendar, and there's all kinds of crazy stuff you could do. But you at least want to create some kind of appointment link so you can accept online appointments. If it absolutely doesn't apply to your business, then maybe you don't do it. But it is, again, one of those check marks and one of those things you want to have filled in so the algorithm likes you. And it's another button on your profile that they can click on and easily interact with your business. Products. We will get to the products. You definitely want to add products, whether you are a service, even if you're a service like I am, a real estate agent. I don't actually have physical products, but I still filled in some products, and I will show you that in a little bit. Services, you want to fill those in. Again, we'll get to that. From the business attributes, we'll get into that. Accessibility, wheelchair, accessibility, entrance, amenities, health and safety. So you just want to click on that, and anything that applies, you want to have it checked. So again, every check mark is going to make you show up a little bit more. Then you have a little bit of a description. My description kind of sucks, frankly, because I hate writing copy, but I could work on that for sure. And then, which would be a bio or a short description, or tells people about your business. And I made sure to put my brokerage there because I have to put that information there. So if you have to have, office number or any other legal information, I know lenders or loan officers have to have the NMLS number, and all these crazy things on their stuff. So you could put that in there as well. And then photos, we're going to get to that. So where were we? Optimize all settings, business information, and profile and banner photos. So we're doing that there. You go to your info and just make sure all that stuff is filled in good. Insights. So this is going to give you a deeper dive into how many views you've gotten over 28 days, 3 months, and all your trends and everything. I won't go into mine, but that's where you would go to see and to see where traffic's coming from. Are they coming from somebody searching, or are they somebody searching for you specifically, that kind of thing. So you can see all your insights there. Typically, you just want to look at that number, and hopefully everything's going up if you're doing what you should be doing. Reviews. In here, you can see all your reviews, and here's the really, really important thing. You want to reply to every review. So this, I guarantee this will boost your Google My Business traffic immediately. If you have a Google My Business and you've got, 5, 10, however many reviews, and you've never really looked at them or haven't replied or anything, just go in and start responding to everyone. Make sure it's a sentence or two long. Make sure each reply is different. The computer knows if you're cutting and pasting the same reply to everyone. So use people's names, maybe call out the job in specific, something about it. But definitely write at least a couple sentences, say thanks, yada, yada. If it was a bad review, still reply. There is some people don't know that you can't keep going. So if somebody gives you a bad review and you go in there and reply, and you want to reply in a nice professional manner and obviously say, I want to do anything, how can we help, blah, blah, blah. And you want to respond. It's don't not respond. Some people will tell you that, but you want to respond. So once you respond, if they don't like your response, they can't go and then keep this chain going and make another response, and then you make it, and now there's this argument going. It just stops there. They do their review. You can do a reply. They have the option to go back and edit it. They can change it from 2 to 5 stars or from 5 to 2 stars and change the text in their review and everything, but it's not going to be an ongoing kind of battle or tit for tat or anything like that. So keep that in mind. You definitely want to respond and reply to also bad reviews, but definitely reply to your good reviews. So just go into your reviews tab and reply to every single one. And you can also go back and edit your reply as well, just like they can edit yours. Metro Mikey, Central PA guy, Central PA small business guy, gave me a review. All right, messages. Once you verify your business, which includes, it will be bugging you when you first create it. You have to click this button to verify. They'll send your business to your physical address, a postcard that says from Google, has a code on it. And then you come back here and you verify your business. You put that code in, and now it knows you're an actual person somewhere with an actual address, and you exist. So then that allows your business to appear in searches, but also allows you to turn certain things on, like messages. So if you went to my Google My Business profile, you could click and send me a message, and then I would get the message here, or also on the phone, on the app, I would get a message. I would also get an email that somebody sent me a message, and then I can reply just like I do on Facebook Messenger or any other messaging system. So it's really good to have that turned on. Again, even if it's not going to happen, I don't get a lot of messages, but I still want to have that turned on, because again, it says this business, they take online appointments. You can message them, you can call them. Here's their website. They have pictures. You know how to find them. Everything's accurate. They have good reviews. So you just want to check all those boxes that just move you up a little bit further above the competition when people search for what you offer. So messages, you want to turn that on. Photos. You want to share photos for sure. This is super important. And again, this one will also boost your Google My Business a lot. If you already have one and you want to see some quick gains, this is a good one to get quick gains along with replying to reviews. So click on your Photos tab. And then up here at the top, you're going to see all these different tabs. Really simple. You just want to fill all those tabs. Google wants these things represented so they can tell consumers about your business. That's all Google wants to do, is answer questions. What am I going to expect when I go to this business? What am I going to expect when I interact with this business? What does this business do? Just things about the business so they can answer the questions. So they give you exactly all the tabs and the things they want to tell people. So you just go through here. The first tab, by owner, that's just going to show you all the photos that have been uploaded by the owner, which would be me in this case, or by customer. I don't have many. If you go to a place maybe like the Climbnasium, if you went to the Climbnasium's Google My Business and clicked on the photos by customer, tons of photos from me. So that's customers actually going to the Google My Business, maybe giving a review and uploading a picture of theirs that they took to the Google My Business, which is gold. If there's any gold in Google My Business and you can get people to take actions on your Google My Business, the very, 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 very best thing you could get people to do is take a picture at your place with the location settings on, so that the photo has a location, longitude, latitude, date, time, all that stuff. Don't mess with it. Take a picture at the business or a bunch of pictures, then give a review, a 5-star review, and attach those pictures to that review. You could also share those pictures separately by just sharing pictures to that business, but give a review, and don't use the link. Search out the business, go to the business, get 5-star review, add photos, and then share that. If you can get your customers to do that, that is gold, 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 best thing you could possibly do. So that was a little bit of a tangent, but up here, you got your ones uploaded by owner, you got your ones uploaded by customers. Like I said, I don't have any. It'd be kind of hard for a business like mine. People, more shareable businesses, like I said, the Climbnasium, or places like that. Or if you're active as actually asking people to share things, maybe I should start doing that. You could get more by customer. So that's just going to search it, or it's going to sort it for you when you're looking at it. 360 photo, you used to be able to upload one. You can't upload one now. The 360 photo that you're going to see here is just that. It's that Google car that comes around and takes the pictures. That's what you're going to see there. You can't change that one. Video, you definitely want to upload a video. So I upload promo videos. I upload virtual tours. I upload some kind of like TikTok-y type videos, which you can see these ones with higher view counts are kind of TikTok-y videos. I'm not going to play it right now because that'll mess this up. But so videos you definitely want to do there. If you have 0 videos, the very first video you want to do is just a nice, again, taken with your phone with location settings on, but a very simple representation of your business, not some flashy promo video, crazy thing, just, front of your video, then kind of walk up to the front of the building, not video, front of your business from the parking lot, maybe show the parking lot, then show the walk to the front door, walking in the front door, kind of a pan of the entranceway or the shop or whatever it is. And then if it's something that you walk through, maybe you could walk through the business a little bit, like a restaurant or a bar, or I don't know, maybe a bigger store or something. You could walk through it a little bit, but more just a representation of what people should expect when they're coming to your business. That's the first video that I would upload here. There are stipulations as to quality, size file. You can't put really long, big, giant size files on here, videos, but if you Google video requirements for Google My Business, you can easily find that. So at least put one video on there and then continue to share more videos. Interior, this one's super easy. They want literally pictures of the interior of your business. And again, they don't have to be high production, professional, glamour shots. They could be, that's nice. But you do want to make sure, this is important, that the location tag again is on. So if you have an iPhone or whatever phone, but on iPhones in particular, sometimes the location and all the privacy is kind of turned off. So you want to make sure on your camera, the location tracking or setting for the photos is turned on. You can go in and add it later, but it's easier if it's just on. And then every time you take a picture, it logs and puts in the file and the details of the photo where that picture was taking place, time, date, all that stuff. So you want to take some interior pictures with your camera showing all that stuff and upload those. And again, this is a quick win. Just take like 4. Again, at our office, we don't have much to show. It's not a shop. We don't have products or whatever. So there's just a few shots of what people can expect. Again, when they walk into my business, I'm at the right place. Oh, this looks like the picture that was on Google. So when people walk in our front door at our office, this is what you're going to see. You're going to see Barb. She's not in that picture, but you're going to see Barb at the front desk. You're going to see a little seating area and a hallway back. So just take a few pictures and fill that slot for people. And then you can fill that slot with more pictures. Doesn't mean you can't add more later and maybe with people in it and whatnot. But the first ones that you start with just kind of give people a representation, again, of what to expect when they come to your business. Exterior. You can see that they have classified ones that aren't actually the exterior of my business as exterior. And I will note, if Google classifies your picture as something that and you disagree with it, you can try to change it and you can click on it and change it to the one you think it is, but Google's just going to override it and put it back there. So like these houses that are obviously not my place of business, they are at work pictures actually, because they're like me at work or whatever. But since it's the outside of a property, Google thinks it's an exterior picture. So it's going to put it there. And no matter how many times I change it, it's going to put it back. So I'm not even going to waste the time. I've learned that lesson. I'm just going to leave them there. But if I scroll down here, you can see here, again, just like the interior pictures, you want to do the exterior version also. Go out to the front of your building, take a front picture, one from the left, one from the right, maybe one from the rear, one from the right, maybe further back, showing the parking lot and the parking and everything. And again, give people a representation of what to expect when they come to your business and how to easily find you. That's what Google wants. So fill all those slots, upload 4 or 5 those pictures. And again, you will see your views go up almost almost immediately on your Google My Business when you start filling all these slots. I'll note, obviously, also, don't fill all these slots all at once. Maybe go take your pictures and then one day upload your 4 interior pictures, and then wait a few days and upload your 4 exterior pictures. And then the next day, upload a few at work pictures. And I'm actually working on this slot here, and I deleted a whole bunch of photos from my thing because they were branded differently. I've learned not to brand my photos now because then you have to delete everything. So at work is going to be like me out with a client showing a house. So literally at work, which is also, as I said, these exterior pictures, some of these were meant to be at work ones, like of sold or listings and things, but it thinks they're exterior, so it doesn't show them at work. But at work, you want to take some at work pictures. If you're, say, an IT company or a copier repair company or something, maybe pictures of the techs doing the job, hopefully with a face and a smile or something, but pictures like that of people actually at work, at HVAC companies, somebody working on a furnace, something like that. And again, fill these slots with a few to begin with, just so you have all these slots filled, and then keep doing it, keep uploading more. Team, again, I have some, but it classifies them as other things sometimes, and I deleted a bunch recently, so I am filling this up again. But so the team, and actually I just uploaded one today that should have been team. But anyway, under team, they want pictures of the team. So just take staff pictures. If you have headshots of everybody already, put their headshots up here. If you have a group photo, put that group photo up here. If you have more photos of the people, it doesn't just have to be one picture. So I'm the only person of Derek Bicksler, Realtor, obviously, but that doesn't mean I can only have one headshot. I can have more shots of the team, of me. And Google might mix them up as some are at work, some are the team, or whatever it does, but you still want to be filling these slots. And especially for another type business with headshots, it's most likely going to leave the picture there. So the team, you want to fill that slot for sure. And again, 3 or 4, don't post them all at the same time as these other ones. Wait a few days and post your team ones, and then continue to post them. And then your identity, this one's pretty simple as well. You got your cover and your logo, which is kind of like a profile picture for if it's a business rather than like a realtor or something like me. You'll probably have a logo there. And even if you're a realtor, you could have your broker logo there and then a cover. So the same thing, I would recommend whatever you have on your Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, blah, 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 whatever you have all the other places as your profile picture and your cover banner, just do the same thing here, cover banner. And I just uploaded this morning and 6 people saw it already. Maybe it was me Googling myself, but anyway, and your logo. So it could be a picture of you, maybe if you're a person, or a logo of your business or whatever. So identity, you want to fill those 2 slots, and you can only have 1 to fill each one of those slots. So if you want to change it, you just change it. You're not adding more. So photos is a big, big, big one that you want to be active on. And one more tip before I move on from photos is, so say you have a business and you're located in Harrisburg, but you want people, your service area is actually out to, so you're in Harrisburg, is actually out to Carlisle, which is a little bit of a distance. And then is out to Carlisle, and you're happy to go that distance. People that Google HVAC service, people in Carlisle that Google HVAC service near me are generally going to get companies in Carlisle, 5-mile radius, 10-mile, and so on out. You know, if there aren't enough to show the person within a 5-mile radius, then Google will go out and pull some in and go out and pull some in if there aren't enough. So if somebody Googles it in Carlisle and you're in Harrisburg, you may not show up in that search, or you may, but they'll have to click show more, and you'll be way, way down there as one that's further and further away. But if you're taking pictures at work, on the job, of your team, all that kind of stuff, with that location tag turned on, again, proving that you do business in Carlisle. So when you're in a job in Carlisle doing work, you want to take pictures with the location tag on in Carlisle, time, date, all that stuff, and then upload it to your Google My Business with all those details intact, which is a signal for Google to say, hey, we need to show them in that area because they actually do work in that area. So it's a good signal to them, and will help a lot. So photos, keep tabs on that. And again, the photos will help a lot. And I almost guarantee your competition is not up to date on their photos. Products, your products tab. All right. You can see here, I do have products, but obviously I'm a realtor. I don't have physical products. So if you're somebody, if you have products, obviously this is pretty self-explanatory. You're going to click add product. You're going to put a picture there. If you don't have a picture, go to Canva, canva.com, canva.com, and you can create all kinds of stuff even for free. Product name. So you'd call it tissue paper. I don't know why I thought of that. Or let's make it toilet paper. Toilet paper. And then you can pick a category. So I have these categories already created, or you create a new category. So that'd be paper products. And then your price, you can have a price range, min to max. If it varies a lot, maybe you do a $0 to $5,000. Or I've had people that sold printers before, clients that sold printers, and it went anywhere from say 99 up to like 10,000, like that. Or you could split it up because those high price ones are probably commercial. So what I ended up suggesting and what we ended up doing is we made a category that was home printers or residential use or whatever it was. So it was 100 up to maybe it was 1,000 or something. And then the commercial, we made a whole nother category for commercial printers and had blank to blank. So you could do a range like that for printers, or what's even better and what we ended up doing over time, that was kind of a band-aid to get the products on there, is enter each printer with model name and a link to buy that thing and the whole shebang on here. You got your product and then add a button. Like I said, if you can order online, if you're me, which is a service, so I take them to an information page on that service. But you definitely want to have some kind of link. If you want them to book an appointment, you can have a book an appointment button there or whatever you want to do. And you'd have a link there. And then I'm just going to close this. And then you will have them show up like this, and all your different categories will be up here. My commercial services, relocation services. So this could be more like commercial printers, residential printers, printer repair, IT services, security system installation, or whatever the case may be. If you're HVAC, it could be cooling services, heating services, new home services, installation or new whatever services. So you can see my different things there. And you can have, I only have one product in each one of these categories, but you can have multiple. So here you can see commercial sales and leasing, made a little picture up there. Price, I have no price in there because there really isn't, it doesn't apply. Product description, and then learn more. And then it just goes to my website there. I need to create a commercial tab on my website. But if you had an actual product, the person could just click there and go buy it right there. So products, definitely you want to fill in your products and have some there. And again, even if you're a service business, you can productize your services, which is what you should be doing anyway, just to make it easier to sell it. So fill in your products. Next tab here, services. Again, services. This has to do with checking boxes on Google and making the algorithm like you and helping a consumer when they click on your business, knowing what you offer. So it obviously helps with that. But it also helps with SEO. If somebody's Googling real estate agent, but home valuation specifically, hopefully me having home valuation and the words home valuation all up in my Google My Business makes me come up a little bit more. But it makes sense, obviously, that you want to have all your categories in here. I think you can have up to maybe 5 main primary categories, they call them. I want to say 5, maybe less than that. I think 5. And then you can have all these sub services under them. So you can see here, real estate agents, and there are only certain ones. You can't pick your own. So if I go and try to add another real estate one, all the real estate related ones come up. I'm not any of these other ones. I don't really do rentals a lot, so I didn't pick that one. A real estate consultant, technically, unless you have a broker's license in PA, you can't really call yourself a consultant or charge for consultant work or that kind of thing, for the most part. So I left that one out as well, and I actually did check industrial real estate agency because I would do warehouse or industrial space sales and leasing. That's under commercial. But for some reason, Google didn't like me picking that one. So they took it off. So whatever you pick, or if you're a lawyer, let's say lawyer, or let's just say, yeah, there you go, lawyer. So you got divorce lawyer, medical lawyer. So if you're a lawyer, you want to pick all the different law practices, law, and try to find different words because they might classify as different things: attorney, lawyer, law. So just kind of spend a little bit of time and make sure all your primary services, max out your primary services. If you can have five and there are five primary services that you offer, max out all five of those. And then under the services, like you can see here on mine, you can add another service, and you can have sub services under them. So obviously you can tell real estate agency, I have home listing services under that, buyer agency services, home price estimate, comparative market analysis. I will point out, little note here, when you first add a service, you're going to see here, it's going to give you a couple options. You usually ignore them and you write your custom thing. I'm just going to write custom and save. Now you see, it didn't give me the chance to put any kind of description or anything further. After you create it, now when you click on it, you can go back and you can edit this. And like I didn't capitalize it right, so I'll capitalize it. Then you can do a price. You can have a range or a fixed price or whatever. And then your description, and then you save it. And now it shows like those other ones with the service. So a little bit of a tip there. You have to create it first, and then you have to go back to add those. And I'm going to delete this one before I forget about it. So you want to make sure all those are filled in. And you can see here at the top, I've got my real estate agent ones, blah, blah, blah. And I was just auditing my Google My Business. It's always an ongoing thing. Like I said, I was deleting photos and I'm uploading new ones, and I'm making sure all my descriptions are still accurate and my hours are still accurate, and all those things are still good, because those things do change from time to time. Or I want to change the wording, or I don't like the wording I used last time, or I was rushing through and made a really quick, stupid description, and now I can make a better one. But you can see here, I added commercial real estate agency on here because I'd like to amp up my commercial presence. I've done it my whole career. I started in commercial. I didn't have it on my Google My Business for whatever reason. So I added it on here, and then I have all my subcategories, and you can see here that I have not gone in and added my descriptions to each one, which is going to be a little task of mine to go in here and add all those things. So your products and services, make sure you're adding things in for products and services so that when people search for what you offer, they can find you, and you get all those extra check marks on your Google My Business and you show up better. Website, ignore that. That has nothing to do with your actual website. That's if you wanted to if you didn't have a website basically, and you wanted to create a little website here within Google, which you could do. And if you don't have a website, you could do that. You could use it. Maybe you can edit it. I have heard some people say, I've heard rumors that if you make one of these and attach it to your Google My Business listing and have people click to this website, Google's website thing, rather than your own website, Google likes that and moves you up a little bit more. I don't buy it. I don't really get it, but maybe if somebody wants to test it, you could go ahead and do it. But you can make it in here. And like I said, look, it puts a nice big button, make appointment. And then you could even use this. You could go get derekbicksler.com or whatever it is, and then send people to this website and use it as your main website too, if you wanted to. So if you don't have a website, you could use this. If you do have a website, I would recommend just leave this alone. And use your own website, and up under info is where you put your website. So typically you're going to ignore this website thing. Under users, I don't think I have anybody. Nope, no managers on mine. I'm the only manager. Here you could add a user. You click add users, type in your digital marketer's name or your marketing director's name or whoever's doing stuff. Or if there's somebody in your business that you want to be able to answer messages. And actually, I don't know if this, it doesn't give you, not like in Facebook, it doesn't give you all the different roles. But if you wanted somebody to be able to answer messages in there or to post to the Google My Business, say you have you're an HVAC company, you have an HVAC tech that loves social media and they would like to help out with this. Maybe you give them an incentive to post to your Google My Business and take pictures out on the go and do that kind of stuff. Then maybe you make them an admin on here and then you let them, then they can post from their phone onto your Google My Business site, photos, posts, all that kind of stuff. So you could use it in that regard. And they can respond to reviews, all that kind of stuff. So under users, you can add people and you can also get rid of people. And if you have multiple locations, you can have multiple locations and assign people to the different locations, yada, yada. So that's that. Then you see create ad. We're not going to get into that. You don't want to do that. Although there is a hack that you're going to have to reach out to me to get the last hack about Google My Business. That will boost it even further and get you, it will really, really, really make the biggest difference. But we're not going to go over that part right now. Hit me up if you want to learn about that part. Businesses, these are all my different businesses that I manage. So that's what that is. It'll take you to the other things that you manage. Link to ads. You can go to your ads. And then settings is probably the last thing that you need to worry about. Now, these settings have nothing to do with your public-facing Google My Business or how people see you or how you rank in search or any of that kind of stuff. It's really it's notifications for the most part. Do you want to get messages from people, updates about reviews, alerts about questions and answers, alerts about bookings to your business? So I would recommend just turning them all on, unless you have some super busy business that's getting tons of messages and you just can't handle it and it's too many alerts and notifications and it's crazy. Then maybe you need to turn some of these off. But in general, I would just leave these all on. And I'm guessing by default they're all on, but if you haven't looked at them in a while or you just set up your Google My Business, make sure you go in here and check mark and make sure all those are on or off if you really don't want that. But I would make sure they're all on probably. So that is your Google My Business. Let me go back and make sure I didn't miss anything. I'll go through these 11 steps here quick. Optimize all settings, business information, and profile and banner photos. Verify your business. Like I said, it'll be bugging you when you first sign up for your Google My Business. It'll be bugging the crap out of you. Verify your business. Verify your business. You didn't fill this thing in. You didn't fill that in. So go ahead, verify your business. Do the postcard method. Have them mail it. Keep an eye out. It comes within 5 days. You get the little Google postcard. You type in the code, and you're off to the races. Step 3, set up turn on messaging, which I said you can do that after you verify your business. Set up auto scheduling. I would use Calendly for that. I feel like Google might have its own synced in with Google Calendar and all that. I haven't used it. I've used Calendly forever, so my appointment link goes to Calendly. But I know Google probably has something in there. Maybe you can do it directly in there with the Google My Business right to a Google Calendar, which would be good for me to learn, actually. Maybe I'll try that. So set up auto scheduling. Fill all photo and video slots, which I showed you. It's really easy. You click on that photos tab and then click all those photos, interior, exterior, team, at work, logo, cover, video, all those things, and make sure you fill in all the slots and just do a few to start, just so you make sure your profile's complete, like I said, and you have everything that Google wants to have in there, and then still continue to in perpetuity, just like you post on social media forever and you'll never stop. You want to do that on Google as well, both with posts and with photos and videos. Get reviews and respond to them. I showed you where that link was on your homepage, and you can also find the link on your phone on the app, and you want to send that link to people. If you can get them to search you out, click on you, then give a review, like I said, that's even better. But just get reviews, make it as easy as possible. Get that link. You could even get a URL for the link, hvacreview.com or dafflerreview.com or whatever the case may be, to give you reviews. It makes it a lot easier. Or in your email signature, you could have right above my name and my company and everything, it says, I don't know what it says. Bless me with a review. I'll be your best friend. Click here. And then the here is just a link right to give me a review on my Google My Business. And it does work from time to time. And you could even do that company-wide or something. Go on a company-wide journey, or why can't I think of the word? A company-wide goal of getting more reviews. And I have another episode, which I think I put the link in the description for 8 ways to get reviews and ideas on how to get reviews. So you can check out that video if you want to figure out how to get reviews, and make sure you respond to the reviews. Like I said, if you have reviews already, that'll be an easy way for you to boost your search views by just going to reviews and responding to each one. That'll get you some search views right away. Enter your products and services. I just showed you how to do that. And again, if you have a service-based business and don't have physical products, you still need to productize your services, which you should be doing anyway. And you can add them like I did with mine, with your services. You need to productize them and put them on there. And with shopping, I won't even get into shopping, but Google Shopping and the whole shopping thing can be integrated into your Google My Business. But we won't get into that again, but there's all kinds of integrations there you can do. Add your business. I did not talk about this yet. Add business to Bing, Yahoo, Yelp, industry-specific listing sites. So Google, in addition to your Google My Business profile being robust and filled out and accurate and good reviews and all that kind of stuff, they also want to see you other places and doing good and looking good. So they like you to be on Bing and have a nice review and a good profile on Bing. And if you sign up for Bing, pretty easy, just Google Bing places, sign up. I think Bing is the one that you can actually even sync it with your Google My Business. So it'll take the profile picture and the business information, the phone number, the address. I think Bing was the one that does that. It'll do it for you kind of and keep it synced. So you do the Bing, you sign up for Yahoo, maybe it's called Yahoo Places or Yahoo Businesses or something like that. Yelp, a lot of people aren't on Yelp. A lot of people are on Yelp too and don't know it. But Yelp is a good one to be on. It holds a lot of clout because it's hard to leave a review on Yelp. You can't just get pissed at a business, go on Yelp and leave them a review. You kind of have to be vetted as a review giver on Yelp. So the reviews on Yelp kind of hold a higher rating. So they like to see you on there, and it's just another site where you can be and have good reviews and tell Google that you have good standing all over the internet and everywhere, and that you're a good business and people know you, like you, and trust you. And that's just another one that you can have out there. Facebook, obviously, get reviews there. And then industry-specific listing sites. So like a real estate agent on Zillow. Google looks at Zillow and knows that I have reviews on there. Trulia, well, both the same thing now. Realtor.com, homesearch.com or home, I don't know, there's a million sites, but mainly Zillow. And even if you Google a realtor and you see over in that pane, their Google My Business kind of window pane thing comes up in the search results, it will even show you the Google reviews. And then under that, a lot of times it'll say also, here are the Yelp reviews, here are the Zillow reviews. So it'll show you all those other reviews also on your Google My Business a lot of times, especially if it's a huge site like Zillow or maybe Angie's List or Yelp or something like that. So make sure your business is also on Bing, Yahoo, Yelp, industry-specific sites, etc. And I actually haven't done this part I'm about to say yet, but I need to, is go and actually get a review or two on all those places so it boosts it and makes me look a little bit better. And I won't get into Bing, but Bing actually has, 20-30% of the search market because most people have Windows. A lot of people that don't know anything pull up their Windows Internet Explorer, and the default search on the Windows Internet Explorer is Bing. So I teach tech to seniors and specifically, and I can always, they pick it up and I say, go ahead and search for this thing, and they'll pull up their browser and Bing comes up and they search for it. So you underestimate how many people actually do use Bing. So you want to be on there. And if for nothing else, just to look good for Google, but you might also get some business off of Bing. So sign up for all those ones. Post a welcome offer. You can post a welcome offer for people. So if it's the first time they're seeing your business, they can I think it's a follow, or they have to take some action, and then they can get a welcome offer. Again, it's just one more check mark and filling everything you can possibly fill in for Google and making them happy. So if you have some kind of welcome offer, you can give people a welcome offer. Could also be a free quote or a free estimate. It doesn't always have to be 25% off of this thing or a free this or whatever. So post a welcome offer and make sure you have something there. I might need one too. I think they maybe expire after a while, or maybe I deleted mine, but you post a welcome offer and do that. Post updates, events, and offers. Like I said, you can post just like on social media. So I would highly recommend posting on there just like you do on social media. If it translates, if you have a big giant video, you can't share that on Google. It's too big, it's too long, whatever. But most things you can share, pictures and descriptions and links and things on your Google My Business. You can share it there. And I would highly suggest doing that. And then you can also share events. And I would, again, so like in real estate, I have open house. If you have an event like that, or a client appreciation event, or a relaunch, a grand reopening event or something like that, you want to post it as an event. So you click post, you click event, and you put in the day and the time and a picture. And just like you would on an Eventbrite event or a Google or a Facebook event or any of those things, you can post an event on Google. And again, gives them fodder to share with those people. If people are looking for things to do near me this weekend, your event could show up. It will also show it to, anybody with an Android phone or Google anything. If I open up my browser on my phone, not to a website, just the default thing, there's the little Google bar, and then right under it, it's showing tiles of things it thinks I'm interested in. And sometimes it's an event near me, it's a news story near me, whatever, a restaurant that just opened up near me. So Google's serving up these things to people, and they need stuff to serve up to people. So if you give them events to help give them things to people, give things to do to people, they will like you and move you up in the rankings. So make sure you're posting all your events on Google, posting your updates. They call them updates, but they're basically posts like on social media, and offers. If you have any special offers, one of the post options is offers. So make sure you're doing that on a consistent basis. They do expire on there. I think, don't quote me on the days, 7, 10 days, maybe 2 weeks, something like that. So if you do a post on your Google My Business, it will expire. And a lot of times you'll get a notification, your post is about to expire, post again. So you don't have to be quite as on top of it as social media, posting every day, multiple times a day. But I would just, whatever you're doing on social media, maybe throw it onto your Google My Business as well. And then be consistent and keep it up. Like I said, that's the biggest thing. So you will notice sometimes you Google something, plumber near me, and there will be 10 results. Well, I think before you click show more, and hopefully this is where you show up, but above the show more, the first 1, 2, 3, you click or you search plumber near me. The first 3 are there, and you'll see the first one has 30 reviews. The second one has 43 reviews. And the third one has 565 reviews. And you're thinking, how could this company possibly with 500 reviews be below the ones with 40 and with 30 reviews? And that's because maybe all those reviews are 5 years ago. 5 years ago, they paid some company, or they just went out on a big campaign to get tons of reviews, and they got all these reviews, and it was great. And they came up first in the Google search, and they haven't gotten any reviews since. They haven't posted anything. They haven't responded to said reviews. They're not, they don't take online appointments or any number of other things that they haven't done with their Google My Business listing to rank them up. So, you have to be consistent and keep it up, because even if you go right now and fill out your thing just like I told you here and make your Google My Business the bomb and get every check mark filled, you have to be consistent. It'll help you. It'll give you boost for a while, but then it will dive back down. So you have to keep being consistent. And specifically, the things that you can be consistent with would be those posts, updates, and events. Can't find my tab here. Post a welcome. Post your updates, events, and offers. That's something you do on an ongoing basis. And then also your photos. Like I showed you all those tabs. You want to upload photos not as posts. You want to do that too, but not as posts, but actually just upload photo and upload video to your Google My Business. So you want to do that. And again, with location, date, and timestamps on all that stuff. And if you get professionally done stuff, you can go in on the back end and make sure you add those location, date, and timestamps to your videos and all that stuff before you share it on your Google My Business as well. So I hope that helps. I think that's all of them. 11 steps. You can find all this stuff on the replay. Let me find I can't even see the screen here. All right, we're here. We got 2 people watching. I couldn't tell if anybody's watching. So that's how you do it. I think we're done. I have no special offer, or maybe I do. If you get a Google My Business optimization package through me, I'll give you, we'll give you $300 off one of those. You can click the link in the description, I think, to get to that, or just reach out to me, or we could just do a coaching session for a couple hours and help you get through all this stuff and learn it and go through it a little bit slower, give you any other tips. And I've got some other tricks up my sleeve that I did not divulge in this video that you might want to get, some pretty big ones actually that I won't get into, but you're going to have to reach out to me if you want to get that stuff. Ask me for the good stuff, and I will let you know and get you in on that before everybody else knows about it. Outgoing announcements. If you're interested in a business spotlight package, which consists of Greg coming to your business, showing behind the scenes how the sausage is made, so to speak. You saw him at the Ninja Warrior place trying to do the warped wall. Where else was he? He was all over the place, the massage place. yoga place, a bunch of different places. If you'd like to do that and then have an interview here with me, usually there's another person beside me on these episodes, and we do a more in-depth interview and business spotlight. And then you also get an networking mixer at your business if COVID, well, that should be over hopefully, but your business, if that permits. If you have a retail place or a place where we can gather people, we will have one there. And actually, we did one at a park for a business that didn't have a place to gather. So even if you don't have a place to gather people, we could accommodate a networking mixer possibly. If you're interested in all our special offers, join our email list, 1 email a week, and it's me drafting them. And one did go out this week, and there is a Google My Business optimization offer in there, so you can also get it in our email. It'll be in there for the next 30 days. Contact me if you need to buy or sell a house. Like I said, inventory is still really low. It has died down slightly, ever so slightly, but I think that's just because of vacation season maybe, and the buyers have kind of laid off a little bit, but still multiple offer situation, things going really, really fast. So inventory is low. Please reach out to me if you need to buy or sell a house, especially if you need to sell. We need inventory. Text me, email me, throw a rock through my window, send a carrier pigeon, whatever you need to do. Just reach out to me. We need houses for sale. Remember to support Central PA's small businesses. Thank you for watching and listening. And again, please feel free to reach out to me if you need any help with your digital marketing, Google My Business, or if you need to buy or sell a house. And I do have one comment, and I have 5 minutes left here, so I'm going to see what this comment. It's Mikey. He was watching. I'm glad I said that. Mikey, who I said gave me a review in his awesome best hair colorer in Central PA. I'll give Mikey another shout out. Best hair colorer, hair dyer. I'm terrible at that stuff, but we've got an interview with him. You can hit it up and see Mikey. He's really awesome, and he's on Facebook as well. Metro Mikey. Hit him up. Thanks, Mikey, for commenting. Thanks, everybody, for watching and listening, and we will see you next time. Peace out.